Hardest working, smartest, most charisma, the most talented. Oh, hi! Have you subscribed yet? I was just telling Emily how you fellow foreigners have just tuned into possibly the most amazing informational China vlog that you could possibly find. There's lots of other people out there, and maybe you should be subscribed to all of them. I know we are, but it's important that you find the one with the most charisma, and that's us.
That's us. We're full of charisma.
And it's important to know where to get the right news from. I mean, and none of us are news. We're all just vloggers. We're not actually like
a person is not news.
We're not tuned into anything special.
No.
We're just having some fun.
Yeah.
But sometimes fun can be dangerous. Like
goop. So I came across a headline today that Gwyneth Paltrow's company is selling like some coronavirus cure.
What?
And so the headline was like, don't buy it, idiots. And it just like made me realize we've lived in a media environment where facts are heavily polarized. Facts. But that you would get your news from Gwyneth Paltrow's lifestyle venture. It kind of, I don't know if it blew my mind, but like kind of I had an insight about how the world works.
Not a good one.
And as I said to you, I don't want to attack Gwyneth Paltrow specifically because here's the thing. She's rich and beautiful, and I don't care. She can live her life. I'm fine with that. That's how I feel. You might feel differently.
It was either her that I was going to attack or Oprah. I don't know, somebody really powerful that just could crush us.
Yeah, I mean, I liked Shakespeare in Love. I watched Sliding Doors every time it came on TBS.
Sure.
I might even say I'm a fan of Gwyneth Paltrow's acting, and wellness garbage. It's garbage, so it wasn't on my radar, but I guess it's other people.
Yeah, I mean, I don't really have a problem with people always want to attack stars, musicians, artists, which we're just artists. We're not anything when it comes to like...
Although we are the most charismatic.
The most charismatic is not. It doesn't mean you're supposed to listen to us. You have to listen to us. You should listen to us.
You might enjoy listening to us.
Right. But when it comes to something important,
call.
And we're not subscribing that you get the cure from us of anything.
And that's like my insight was that people, when they don't like the answer, are just going to keep asking the question, because from the beginning, this specific answer to like what the hell do we do is wash your hands and stay inside. And we're working on it.
Been saying it forever.
There's not like a secret cure that someone's been hiding, and there's not like they don't want you to know that there's nothing. I mean, there's not nothing. They've sequenced the genome incredibly quickly. There's labs all over the world working on antivirals and vaccines, but that stuff takes a while to get ready. And in the meantime, you just keep asking the question over and over again. And what do we do? 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 And like the reputable sources are all going to give you the same answer. So then you start looking at disreputable sources. That's what's happening, I think.
Who was that? I forgot, the mega super pastor TV evangelist.
Billy Ocean.
Billy Ocean, the scourge of religion.
The scourge of the 7 seas.
That was trying to sell. Trying to get on the back seat, baby. Trying to sell us silver for some reason. You remember that story?
Oh yeah, Jim Baker. Is that Tammy?
Jim and Tammy. That was. Are they still alive? I don't know.
I think they were selling us silver.
Yeah.
Or they're in jail still, or dead. I don't know.
One of those people.
Yeah.
Or an offshoot, an offspring.
Billy Graham?
He might be dead. I think they're all dead, but they're strangely all still alive at the same time.
Because they drank silver.
Yeah, they have this here. Which one of my friends from high school, Steve Stassen, how you doing? He pointed out
Hi, Steve.
that are we safe because we bought the silver. And we do have a large silver deposit here in Sichuan, so there might be something to this theory of why we're COVID-free.
We live near silver deposits, so I mean, it didn't work for all of Sichuan. We still had over 500 cases in Sichuan province, with more still coming in. Hooray!
Yeah, stay inside.
But yes, somehow we escaped because of silver deposits.
Right. So,
Well, and it's not culture. It's not just ignorant Americans. We're not
everybody.
hitting that drum again today. Because there was a time, like Xinhua, the news service here, said some kind of Chinese medicine would be preventative, and so that sold out in a day, and then the next day they had to retract their story because you can't conduct clinical trials that fast. And this, again, I was thinking about, like, how do people not know this? You can't, like, you don't press a button and, like, the medicine rolls out. Like, it takes a long time, to, like, study the disease and see what might be, how it works, so what even mechanism you'd use to deliver something to fight it. And B, then you have to do all these tests to make sure that it's safe, that it does in fact work, that there aren't unintended side effects, and that it's not just a coincidence, because I read an article about this today, that 80% of cases are mild, so if we just don't have the clinical trials set up yet to know what was coincidence, that person got better because they were going to get better anyway, or what was, and it's not ethical to infect people, so you can study them. What a shame.
Yeah.
But, like, how do people not know that? And then I was like, well, I don't know about sports, so I guess that's science is my sports. Science
Sports
journalism
science.
is my sports.
Sports science with Emily.
Yeah. Goal in 6 to 8 months.
And your team? Your team is the
always the ponies.
the ponies. Yep.
Yeah.
They're coming in good this year.
Yeah.
Come on.
They're coming up short, unfortunately.
But yeah, like the religious hacks selling you witchy women potion things that
Never go with a witchy woman unless you know what you're getting into.
the snake oil salesman, even like when you try to attach it to some kind of like something rational, you end up with like an Alex Jones trying to sell you like gun toilets or whatever crap that he's trying to pawn up your ass.
Yeah.
Like
yeah.
the Gwyneth Paltrow, I wouldn't say like stick to acting. I don't really care what you're doing. In fact, have a website and sell vibrators if that's what you want to do.
Yeah.
But also don't
peddle dangerous medical misinformation.
Yeah.
That's where it's not stick to acting. Do what you want. You won the genetic lottery and your family was wealthy and it must be a good life.
Ride that home. It's enough for you. You've got enough.
Yeah. What do you need to go like selling dangerous things for? Just sell. I don't know what you'd sell that wouldn't be inherently dangerous.
Well, I mean,
now, is everything dangerous?
I mean, we're living in the life of merch, and this is a perfect. Anytime that something horrible happens, it's a great time for merch and to come up with whatever kind of hat you can think of that, or something that you can try to sell in some kind of way.
Uncle Foreigner hats coming soon.
Coming soon, T-shirts.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, you sell all the hats you want and everything, but like, don't sell them as they're the cure to anything. Starved sneaks or whatever.
Your T-shirt helps you lose weight.
And that's all to say, like Gwyneth Paltrow, whatever. It's an easy target, but that there's actual like people out there that believe this stuff is even scarier. I mean, it should be something funny that everyone should look at.
Well, because it is like, even in the beginning of coronavirus here, of like the number of sources peddling the same information, that I have an app that like downloaded automatically on my phone that has all these graphs and numbers. It's the official numbers. I have access to them too. So it made me like, why? And this is the part of me that doesn't understand socializing and all you humans. Like, the information is here, but it's the package, I think, that people are looking for. And that's where it gets dangerous. If you're distracted by shiny wrapping, then the information you're getting isn't good.
Yeah.
And that's, but the information isn't good. How could they want to watch that? You humans astound me.
Bleep blop, bleep blop.
Because I did sit and interpret graphs for you. And so I guess I'm your packaging.
I mean, we do really try really
So
hard. Look at this backdrop. I had to design this whole area.
I have a loved one who doesn't understand graphs, and I still love him.
I would.
But that's like, I think, like, the root comes down to we're wired to crave newness anyway. I mean, I'm not a huge evolutionary biology fan, but I do think there is something to humans are always seeking out new information because that's how we got to be like this creative species. But in the, like, there's not a new thing to do today than yesterday. And I think that makes us a little bit crazy, and that makes us seek out these responses, or these, like, what is new today? Jade eggs! Stuff them up your nose and then you're cured. Colloidal silver.
As always, stick whatever you want up your nose.
Yeah.
It could be cocaine. I don't care if you're an asshole, but do it in your home and stay and wash your hands.
I do if you're doing it near me.
Yeah.
But yeah. Neti pots are great. It's things you can put up your nose.
Yeah.
Things you can put up your nose. That's my Johnny Carson.
Ah, I see.
Because the other response I've seen was like, because I sympathized, because I did that too, is I combed every source I could find for new information, but like the sources were the CDC and, you know, this app. Like, I wasn't looking for crackpot cures because I just know
because you got enough of them.
Yeah, I got enough of them. And the other response I see that's like heartwarming but misguided is I have seen a lot of people advocating for like homemade masks. Like the healthcare system doesn't have enough masks. Let's band together and make them, which is very like American Revolution. The women in the what's his name's wife? Oh, no.
Bruce Willis.
John.
Timothy Oliphant.
The second president of the United States.
Stan Lee.
Yeah, Stan Lee's wife, Abigail Adams. Leading the women's effort to support the revolutionary troops. But the thing with homemade masks is that's not appropriate for healthcare workers. They don't know what, I mean, you don't have, unless you have access to the sterile fabric, they just can't use that. It's such a beautiful, nice thought of like, let's band together and use the resources we have, but that is so ineffective. There's not a huge amount of studies on masks, but I've read them all. And there's this one Vietnamese study that shows like even ineffectively worn surgical masks, even if you like wear it up over your chin, which I don't know who's doing that. Obviously it goes under your chin. But
get with it, people.
Those masks can have some degree of protection. The only mask that does not have any degree of protection, and in fact makes it worse, is a cloth mask, because it gets the germs in and it traps the germs in. Now you may be saying, Emily, you wear a cloth mask all the time.
Emily, you may wear a mask all the time.
Yeah, but I'm not a doctor, and so I have a different circumstance.
That's your get out for everything, isn't it?
Yeah. I'm no doctor. But that's the thing. I'm not a doctor. Don't buy my stuff. And this is the thing. It's all the thing. If someone is selling you a stuff, don't take their advice. They have an agenda, and it's to sell you the stuff. Gwyneth Paltrow doesn't care. I think that's the same Gwyneth Paltrow who doesn't give a fuck that nobody likes her. I mean, and I like her. But she's attacked. But I think she doesn't care because she is like, I'm rich and beautiful. I don't care. No, I got distracted again by how rich and beautiful Gwyneth Paltrow is. Am I in love? But I think like she doesn't care about your wellness. That's the thing. She does not care about your wellness. She cares about selling you these things. She's not, like, even though she writes you a personalized letter, I think.
Really?
Is what happens.
Wow.
I think there's a newsletter that sells all this garbage.
Let me take a note on that.
Even though she writes you a lovely personal letter just to you and everybody else who's subscribed, she does not care about your
Is it in
health.
English? Is it gleeplorp? Gleeplorp.
I mean,
Thanks
it's
for
just
writing.
Like, gloop, gloop, gloop,
Gloop,
gloop,
gloop,
gloop,
gloop,
gloop, gloop, gloop, gloop, gloop. Yeah, she's like, I made up my own language. I don't care about you.
She doesn't have to worry about masks because she gets to wear Iron Man's mask, and I'm sure, like Spider-Man, he's probably, that's a messy mask, but the Iron Man one, it's got all these.
I guess it's cleanable surfaces. I hope someone's cleaning it every night.
You don't think
it wouldn't be her though?
Tony Stark is not like just sucking in diseases. He's out in space. He's taking care of himself. He's taking care of Gwyneth Paltrow, and that's where the money comes from.
These days he is.
Oh yeah.
When he was an alcoholic, I bet he was throwing up all over the inside.
The inside.
And not cleaning it up. That's the thing.
That's where the name Goop came from.
Yeah. Clean up your masks. And noodles to you.